Hello again, Mr. Settles here. I wanted to take a few minutes to show you how you can set materials and adjust colors on your models in SketchUp Pro and give you a couple of tips on that. Um, so we'll get started here. As you can see here, I am using a basic mug design with a handle and a boss on it, and I will show you a few things about adjusting those materials and colors. First thing that I would note is over in your tray section on the right hand side, you're looking for materials, and I would hit the triangle here to expand that. As you can see, there are a lot of predefined colors that are available to you. And if you check right here under the drop down, you've also got several patterns and materials and that sort of thing that you can look at. For instance, if you're looking for something metal, and you got some different metal patterns that you can use right there. Synthetic surfaces are ones we sometimes look at. Carpets, just lots of different things that you can use there. I'm just going to go back to colors right here and show you. With this in place and the model is up and complete at this point, I should be able to just choose a color that I like. Let's pick something like this teal right here. And if you'll notice, you'll get a paint bucket icon. If you'll just move over and then drop that, you can see you can color a surface. Now, one surface at a time. You have to really go through there and spend some time and get those things like you want. I'm going to go back and get that paint bucket there again and drop that in. You can see surface by surface by surface, you can pick that up and color those. Let's see, let's go back to isometric there and go to our extents on that. Another way that you can try this is to use your select tool and box in the entire object. Now if you'll select that, then you can pick your color or your material, and you should be able to drop that, and then it would pick up the entire object, okay, with the whole thing selected there. So let's go in and do a little rotate on that so that you can see, okay, it's all the way in everywhere. It's been selected that particular color. So you got a couple of ways right there that you can deal with the entire object, either surface by surface or by using the select tool and dropping the color of the material in on the entire object at one time. Now, the way that I produce this mug is by creating the mug body as a unit and then producing the boss and the handle as a second unit or a second group. So if you have that situation, you can actually handle these two sections separately. So in this case, maybe I'll just kind of keep that pinkish or violet color right there. And if I get my select tool, and I've got that handle section selected right there, I can go under edit. In this group 1 right here, I can choose to explode the group. And now you can see that we've got this entire handle section selected. I'm actually going to do a little move on that and move that out away from the mug body so that maybe we can see that a little easier. And then with that section selected, then you can pick a different color for just the handle or the balls, or however you want to approach that. If you want to go back with your select tool again, you can then go in and catch the whole thing and choose a color for that entire group. Oh, that's just picking up one section there. Let me try that one more time. Evidently, I didn't catch the whole thing. Let's get that with the boss and see if at this point I can select something. Let's pick that kind of bisque color right there and then drop it in. That's only picking up one section at a time. It should allow me to go in there. Evidently, I exploded that group and got the boss and the handle in as two separate items there. But what it should do is actually let me pick that group up and apply a color just to that at one time if I wish. Now, once again, if you get this situated like you want it, then you can just move that back and reattach that. I may need to go back at this point and regroup these. So let's try that. In fact, let's right group on that and make a group. Yep, that looks good. And now let's see if we can just move that right back into the mug body. And I've played with this, so I may not have it exactly lined up the way it should be. But at that point, then you can see, I can actually apply a different color to the body and the mug handle. And when I get finished with that, come back and edit there and make the entire mug a group. You can see the extents box is going around the entire thing. And then you can see, it is indeed one unit at that point. So, a nice way to dress up your models, to apply materials and colors to them. Try it out and see what you can come up with. As always, nice working with you. And if you have questions, be sure and ask.